I see a lot of leaders that are not intentional about what it is that they're doing. How on earth are you going to lead appropriately when you yourself, you're not intentional? Leadership by resilience, right? Some people are one small failure and then they're dead. One small thing and then they can't even survive. The tiniest thing, they're going to fall flat on their faces as it is. So that's a problem for a lot of people. The concept of personal resilience, we also call it counter-fragility, or I also call it counter-fragility. That you're not fragile. Failure doesn't really, I mean, when I failed at something, and I failed at so many things. In fact, I saw something this morning and I started laughing to myself. I failed more degrees than the degree. I've registered for more master's programs than the ones that I've completed. In fact, I've paid so many fees in my life that I never completed them. So some people, it's small failure and they're done. They failed HR exam or ICANN exam a couple of times and that's it. Once they fail at a tiny thing, that's it. So they can't bear failure in themselves or in others, and they don't even know how to come out of it. As a leader, you're going to have to find a way around this. You will fail. Your team will fail. You will try some things that will work. You try some things that won't work. If you go online and look at the number of Google products, these people have the best strategies in the world. Half of their products fail. Half of Facebook products fail. Go online right now. Somebody do that for me and put the number of Nestle or Unilever products that fail. International organizations, they fail. Their products fail. You could cut yourself some slack and come back from failure. That's what we mean by resilience. Number 10, you have to be proactive. You have to be you have to be able to take initiatives. For some people, 2026 is a surprise. They have no plan. Everything is a surprise. They don't know what 2026 is going to bring. They have no readiness, no planning, nothing. Everything is going to be a surprise. 2006, they've been praying that it will come, then it comes, and then they're staring like they never hoped or prayed that it will come. You have to be proactive. Nothing that you're going to do that you're not going to need to be proactive, neither will you need to be able to take the initiative. You have to lead by prioritization, everybody. You have to learn how to prioritize. How do you prioritize things? Not everything is going to have the same level of priority. Some things are going to be more important than others. So in your life, how are you going to learn to prioritize? What is more important than others? If you go quickly, the 7 M's of resource management. Once again, if somebody can help me put that in the chat room, right? We talk about man, right? We talk about machine. We talk about a methodology. We talk about money. We talk about what is that? What else is there? So there's 7 M's of resource management. There's man, there's machine, there's a method, there is money, there is man, machine, method, money. There is what else? Man is manpower already. The 7 M's, right? I mean, I'll remember in a short bit. So how are you going to be a leader if you're not a great manager of resources? You're not a great manager of men. You're not a great manager of materials. You don't have a methodology for working. You're not a great manager of money. How on earth are you going to be a great manager? If you're ever going to be a great leader, and sometimes people say that, oh, you know what, leadership and management are different. I agree, right? But a manager in themselves is meant to be a leader. And the leader is already expected to have been an excellent manager prior to that. How did you become a leader if you've never managed anything? You have to be flexible and you have to be dynamic. Nothing is constant. Everything changes. Everything is subject to change. Time is a big deal. Time allows you to change everything. So if you're going to lead, you have to be flexible. You really cannot be completely rigid. You can have rigid principles. However, even that in itself, when it comes to the application of those, your personal principles, you might have to be flexible and dynamic around it. People talk about smart work, but you cannot get to smart work except you've already done hard work. And I see loads of leaders that are not willing to do the hard work. The leader does not want to write. The leader does not want to type. The leader does not want to do the hard thing. How on earth are you going to lead others? How's that going to happen? Okay? Leadership by the delivery of results. Okay, results are important.